The city of Rome was electric. Julius Caesar had returned from his wars, undefeated, unstoppable, adored by the people. He was dictator for life, and for the first time in centuries, Rome bowed to one man. But behind the marble walls of power, whispers grew louder. To some, Caesar was no savior. He was a king in disguise, and Rome had killed kings before. A plot took shape, a conspiracy of senators, men Caesar had trusted for years. Among them, Cassius, sharp-tongued and jealous of Caesar's power, and Marcus Junius Brutus, Caesar's friend, almost like a son. Cassius knew the people loved Caesar, so he needed something stronger than swords. He needed Brutus's name. Only with Brutus, Cassius whispered, will the people call this justice, not murder? After days of persuasion, Brutus gave in. Not for envy, but for Rome. He believed Caesar's death would save the Republic. The Ides of March. Caesar wakes uneasy. His wife, Calpurnia, begs him not to go to the Senate. She's dreamt of his statue bleeding, and Romans washing their hands in it. Even the soothsayer had warned him, beware the Ides of March. For a moment, Caesar hesitates. Maybe he'll stay home. Then Decimus Brutus, another conspirator, arrives. He mocks the dream, saying the Senate plans to crown Caesar king if he comes today. Flattered, Caesar smiles. He leaves, brushing off the warning. The Ides of March have come, and the soothsayer answers, aye, Caesar, but not gone. The Senate waits. The air is thick. Caesar enters, wearing his crimson robe, surrounded by those he thinks are friends. He takes his seat. Then one man, Tullius Cimber, kneels before him, begging for his brother's pardon. Caesar refuses. Suddenly, Cimber grabs Caesar's toga and pulls it down from his shoulders. That's the signal. Cassius strikes first, his dagger slashing Caesar's neck. Caesar gasps, turning in shock. Then the others close in. Casca, Trebonius, Decimus, Brutus. The room erupts in chaos. 23 blades flash in moments. Blood splatters marble. Caesar fights back at first, but then he sees Brutus. Et tu, Brute? And as the blade sinks in, Caesar stops resisting. He pulls his robe over his face and falls at the foot of Pompey's statue, the very man he once defeated. The mighty Julius Caesar, conqueror of Gaul, master of Rome, lies dead in a pool of blood. The conspirators believe they've saved the Republic. They march into the streets, shouting, liberty, freedom for Rome. But the people do not cheer. They loved Caesar. And now they only see murder. A few days later, Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal general, steps forward to speak. He shows the crowd Caesar's robe, torn and blood-stained. He names each wound. This was Casca's, this was Brutus's. The crowd begins to cry, then shout, then rage. Antony throws Caesar's body onto the fire. The flames rise. The mob riots. Rome burns. The dream of restoring the Republic dies faster than Caesar himself. Within months, Antony joins forces with Caesar's heir, Octavian. Together they hunt the conspirators across the empire. Brutus and Cassius, once called liberators, die by their own hands at the Battle of Philippi. Their noble cause ends in blood. And Octavian? He becomes Augustus, Rome's first emperor. The republic the conspirators tried to save becomes an empire instead. Caesar's death didn't save Rome, it transformed it forever. One man's ambition ended in betrayal. One murder ended a republic. And one name, Caesar, became a title carried by emperors for the next 2,000 years. The Ides of March, a day that changed the world.